Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back. My name is Sibu and this channel is called StillSibu. If you're new over here, welcome. On this channel, I share about my life in Manchester and all the things that I get up to in the form of vlogs as well as sit-down videos. And in this series, I'm specifically talking about things that relate to Manchester and how to integrate better into the city. Now on this video, I am going to be talking about to do and not to do in summer. So if you haven't noticed, it's much brighter. My mood has lifted. I am so happy. We are now officially in spring and I cannot underplay the impact of the sun. Like, I think a few weeks ago, I came back from South Africa because I'd visited about 2 weeks. And I've just been like so happy because slowly but surely the sun has been coming back and the clocks changed last week. And so I'm really glad that we are now full on in spring and things are just much more cheery. So I'm going to share with you as we are leading up to summer, so spring and summer, the things to do and the things not to do in Manchester so that you can thrive and integrate and be happy during summer and live your best life basically. So here goes. I'm going to start off with the things to do because I think let's start off on a lighter note. So the things to do is say yes to social events, social interactions. Now when I say yes, be kind of like careful. Don't say yes to everything. Say yes to the things that you like. So yes to the things that are going to get you to where you want to be. I'm assuming that if you are new to Manchester and you're trying to integrate, you want to make more friends, you want to make more meaningful relationships, meet people like you, meet people that you can eventually call friends. In summer, there's a plethora of events to say yes to. I mean, like if it's not an advert, if it's not a friend inviting you, if it's not colleagues saying let's go for drinks after work, there's always something. So you need to pick the things that you actually want to say yes to, otherwise you're just going to be exhausted and in the wrong areas, especially if you're an introvert. Say yes to park runs and social running if you're big on that. There's a Media City running group that is there and I think they meet by Media City, but you can research that yourself and I'll also try and leave links below. So Media City Running Club is a really good one. I don't think they need you to be very professional or anything like that, or like a good runner with good pace. If you don't like the pressure of just being around professional runners, park run is a really good one because that one is balanced. It's got old people, young people, sometimes kids. So say yes to park runs, download the app and book yourself a park run. Maybe attend in different places as well, so it can be more exciting. You can do like a Salford one, you can do a central Manchester one, you can do one that's on the outer skirts, and I'm sure you can like explore on the app which areas have actual park runs. So yeah, say yes to that. One thing I would do, especially if you're into fitness, and this is what I did last summer, I downloaded an app called ClassPass. Now, if you haven't heard about ClassPass, this is not a sponsored video, but I'm giving them like free airtime. I really recommend that app. So what you essentially do is you sign up for the app, you pay for a monthly subscription, and you can do it like on a month-by-month basis, and that will give you access to a number of different studios within Manchester. So if you're into Pilates, if you're into like HIIT workouts, if you're into like different ones. So last year I think I have a couple of vlogs where I attended different classes and I was basically using ClassPass. So you pay for the subscription, you get credits, and then you use your credits for different studios within the city, which is great. On that app, they've got quite a few studios that you can attend classes at. There's Vibe, there's the Green Lab, there is F45, which I absolutely love. Those workouts are killer. There's Block, so if you like Pilates and kind of like different types of workouts basically. So if you're big on studios, I would definitely recommend like trying out different studios and just seeing what's out there. And I think it's an affordable way to do things because sometimes like the one-off classes or like a membership or a subscription kind of like locks you in and you can't see different things. So yeah, I definitely try that one out. Another thing to say yes to, if you haven't found friends as yet and you're still looking, or you just like your own company, is coffee shops. Oh my gosh, I am a big coffee shop girly. Like, I like a good coffee shop and just chilling, and actually like getting ready to go on a solo date just is so, I don't know, like romanticizes your life. So I love doing that. Like on a Saturday, I will plan like a workout, and then I'll plan that after the workout, I will then go to a coffee shop. And so yeah, that's a nice thing to do. And when you're at a coffee shop, sometimes like some people aren't shy to come and say hi. I mean, I haven't had it happen a lot to me, but you know, like you can meet new people by doing that, or you can say hi to other people, like if you're feeling comfortable, and that way you can build connections. And sometimes those connections are not necessarily friendships, but it's a good start. Like it's initiating an openness to meeting new people. That's definitely a good way to kind of start building new relationships. And I will put a whole bunch of coffee shops that you can take a look at that I like. If you're not really big on spending a lot of money on coffee shops, you can do the franchise ones like your Costas and your Neros and Starbucks. I think those are still quite nice. But if you want to treat yourself, there's always a nice coffee shop to stick around at and just read a book or just do your work from there. I think that's quite nice. And definitely do restaurants. So try out restaurants. And I know like it sounds like I'm speaking from a place of privilege. Depending on your budget, right? Obviously, you know how much money you have to spend. Like, yeah, you can do your own budget. But this is just me giving recommendations for when you do want to treat yourself and you do want to go out and kind of have fun and, you know, explore things. There's so many different restaurants in the city to your taste. There are different ones like Mexican restaurants. If you like your Indian type of food, that you can have that. If you like your British food, you can have that. Like there are different types of restaurants. And if you just want like a cafe that's not like heavy on, you know, you can have that. And if you have a bit more to spend, then you can dress up, look nice, and go to 20 Stories or something like that. I don't know. I think like there's so many nice restaurants. This past week, I actually, with a couple of new friends, I went to Sapporo. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but it's a Japanese restaurant. They do noodles, and they have like the flames and, you know, like it's theatrics basically. But it's quite nice. Like the ambiance was quite nice. The food was to my palate. It was quite nice. I think it was enjoyable for me. I had a tofu steak, which was a bit different, but it was nice. And so yeah, I think that's the one thing I really want to do a bit more of this summer, is to explore different restaurants and just try out new places. I think that's really good. Now for my budget-friendly peeps, I've got you covered. There are, and I always say this, museums. Now I know not everyone likes museums, but I definitely think you should try a couple. So like there's the football museum, there is there's one that I love, the Industry Museum, I think it's called. It's by Deansgate, and that one is quite nice. All museums are free, to my knowledge. There's the gallery, which is by St. Peter's Square. There's the library, which is a lot to explore. And I know you're not going to use your whole day for a library, but I think it is quite nice. Just kind of see what's out there and like explore the city. And see what the city has to offer. There's nice parks. You can travel out and go see parks on the outer skirts of the city, which is really, really nice. I think there's a park, I want to say by Whitefield. I always forget the name, but I'll put it up here somewhere. And that park is, it's amazing. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. It's got so much nature, and it's calming, it's grounding. It is all the things that I love, and I highly recommend that one. So yeah, that's my list of things to say yes to. So you say yes to things, go out there more often. Say yes to checking up on people, because not everyone is okay, and I think it's a good thing to take care of the people around you and to just make sure that all the people that you interact with on an ad hoc basis, on a daily basis, are okay. And sometimes you might be feeling reserved to ask someone to do something, but they might be thinking like, oh my gosh, why is no one asking me to do stuff? So yes, say yes to all of that. And one final thing to say yes to is socials that have to do with building community. Now, I would have said this a lot on my previous videos. my friend and I are building a fitness community, and we are encouraging people of all facets to come and join us and just build healthy habits. So we host events on a regular basis in Manchester. We also host events online sometimes, but this coming spring and summer, we're definitely going to be doing a lot more events. The one that has just passed, it was our cycle syncing event. That was really fun. We hosted a couple of ladies and had a chat about how to sync your cycle and improve your wellness and maintain healthy habits during your cycle so that you can thrive as a woman. We also have collaborated quite a lot with another community called AfroSocial. If you don't follow them, go ahead and follow them. So follow AfroSocial, follow FitLink. That is my plug to you today, because then you'll be able to see all of the things that are happening in and around you. AfroSocial is growing quite a lot within Manchester, and they are hosting events for young professionals. And yeah, they host events that are quite inspiring if you're a young professional, and they also host just normal social events for people who want to get to know each other, so games nights and stuff like that. My point is, ourselves, so as FitLink and AfroSocial, collaborate quite a lot. We recently held a just like a normal workout session, and that is on Thursday. So if you want to do something after work, you can join us and we can all exercise together. And we are also hosting a Pilates and health talk event, and a lady is going to be doing the Pilates session, so you can work out with us all together. And then us as FitLink, we're going to be presenting and kind of giving a talk about gut health and how to improve your digestive system, your wellness in general. And so that is going to be really, really fun. So if you haven't gotten the tickets to that, I don't know if they already sold out, but keep a lookout and check it in the description box below. I would love to see you guys there. And I'm going to skim over the don'ts very quickly because I feel like they're not worth the effort. We're all here to have fun. Don't number one is don't leave your windows open if you're leaving the house. Now, this is something I discovered a while ago, and I don't know if it was my old apartment that I lived in, but there were just like flies swarming in the house, and I don't know why. I think it is when it gets really humid, flies just like going in the house, and it's really difficult to get them out. So if you're leaving the house, close the windows so that the flies don't get in. Don't number two, I would say, is spend too much money. Now, you know, previously I was like, do all of that stuff and, you know, like get out there. Make sure you're sticking to your budget. Like, it's nice when everyone invites you and you're taking Ubers everywhere and it's nice, and you know, but stick to your budget. I speak a lot on my videos about being purposeful and intentional about the life that you're living. And so you have your personal goals. Don't let summer blow your budget, because there are a lot of nice things to do and clothes to spend money on and people to see and places to go. My last don't is don't develop non-meaningful relationships. I honestly think, like, as adults, it's important to be intentional about how you spend your time. Maybe I'm a strict person, but I just feel like don't waste anyone's time and your own by building relationships that are not going to lead to anything. You're going to exhaust your energy. Like, it's unnecessary. Friendships that you don't really like, if you're building a friendship and you're just like doing it just for vibes, maybe I'm just a strict person, yeah? But I just feel like summer should be enjoyed and spring should be enjoyed. And especially if you're new to this environment, you should just really work on doing things that ground you and doing things that propel you forward as a person. And I don't think that you should be wasting your time doing things that don't serve you well. So that is my last don't, and I hope it didn't make you feel some type of way, and if it did, maybe it's something to think about. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have any more do's and don'ts that you want to advise us on, I'll also be looking out in the comment section below. Let us know, and don't forget, if you need any health coaching and you want one-on-one sessions, or you just want to be inspired to live a healthier life as a busy person, then make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's at Habits Health Co, and I'll leave it in the description box below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.